Hi guys. I want to say good morning because it's morning and I'm sitting on my couch talking with you, having my coffee. Dylan is actually sleeping upstairs. I always find myself talking quieter when my kids are home. He's sleeping and I don't want him to wake up, obviously. So much happening this week. It's a super busy week, although it's the first week of summer, so the kids are home and that has been nice. I am happy to have them home. I work from home, so it can be a little rough at times. I just have a busy few next days. I'm doing a cake for my girlfriend who is having a birthday this weekend, and she's having a Great Gatsby theme party. And I used to do cakes. I used to actually own a cupcake shop with one of my girlfriends, and that was not good for an obese gal like myself. But that's not why we closed. I used to make cakes out of there, and I basically retired, so I haven't made a cake in probably a year, like a fancy cake. So I'm making her a Great Gatsby cake. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I was working on that kind of late last night. And then I did my first Rent the Runway dress. Have you guys done this yet? One of the perks of losing weight is being able to fit and stuff like this, although I think they have all sizes, so whatever size you are, you should check out Rent the Runway. Let me know if you need a $30 off code. I'm not like an affiliate with Rent the Runway. This is my first time. I haven't even used them yet, so I can't even really say like I love them, but so far I think the service is awesome, and it got recommended to me by a couple friends. So it was like maybe $40 to rent this Badgley Mishka beautiful like cocktail-esque type of sequin black, like a cocktail dress, short, over the, like just above my knee, I think it's going to be, and then it has like, it's like sleeveless. So I'll have to put pictures on Instagram, so check out my Instagram, which is gingerlifegoals, for my like more personal day-to-day. And then if you want to follow like my weight loss fitness journey, that is EmilyAMvsg. Also, if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe, because then you can hear more about this Rent the Runway parties. You know, I have quite a fulfilling life that I live here. So, I mean, we got to keep you updated. I kid a little. I mean, I am a mom here. So the dress comes tomorrow. I ordered a size 10, which is pretty awesome. Actually, size 10 was a goal of mine a long, long time ago. And I had always thought if I got into a size 10, that was it. I would feel like my dreams came true. And honestly, it does feel like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not on a daily being like, oh, I'm a size 10. It's amazing. But like when I got to a size 10, I remember being super excited. And now kind of like last summer, I did get into some size 8s, and it's just unbelievable to me. Hoping after plastic surgery, I'll be able to get into an 8 easily. I mean, after the swelling goes down, of course. I did get a call from the place in Mexico yesterday, and they are interested in working with me on some video things with their practice possibly. So I don't know. I still don't know where I'm going to have my surgery. I'm kind of interested to see what they have to say about that. They do know I'm a YouTuber, so we're just gonna have to see how that goes. Anywho, Rent the Runway, check out the pictures. I'll share that party with you. I'm also headed to Florida in like 20 days with my girlfriend. 18 days. It's just my girlfriend and I, my girlfriend that I've known her like since kindergarten, but we became like very close in probably my junior year of high school. Her name's Becky. So you can be introduced to Becky. Follow us on Snap, our adventures. I'm red42897 on Snapchat. And so you can come see what's happening with that whole trip. We're gonna fly into Fort Lauderdale and spend a night in Fort Lauderdale. We're gonna spend a night in Miami and then head to Key West. You know that's my favorite, for a night. And then I think we might do Universal Studios for a couple days. I've never done Universal. I'm a big Disney girl. Can you tell? So I kind of feel like I'm gonna be cheating on Disney. It's actually kind of hard for me to even want to go to Universal when Disney is right there. You guys start getting emotional about not going to Disney when I'm going to be in the vicinity. I know that's insane, but if you have been to Disney World, maybe you feel me. Comment below if you've been to Disney World and you feel all the feels that I feel about that and Mickey. Like, we joke around here that Mickey's my boyfriend. I love Mickey stuff. I collect Mickey stuff, and So yeah, there's that. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I ordered a cute top, kind of like this one, only maybe like a little bit more boho type of feel. And I'm looking at another maxi dress on Amazon. They're so nice, the long maxi dresses with like the tank sleeves. And there was a time too where, I wouldn't have wanted to show my arms, but I'm feeling good about where my arms are, and been working on those in the gym, and did my first boot camp workout on Monday, you guys. Holy crap, that kicked my butt. And it was only 35 minutes because it's been like 90 degrees here. So, I don't even know what the full hour of boot camp is like. I don't know how you guys do it. Those of you that do these classes, it's insane to me, but it was good. It felt like it was challenging, and I'm excited to go do another one because I want to stay motivated. And I just wanted to do a video today on a specific dedicated video to keto after weight loss surgery. So this actually is my start to my keto day. Is I do a keto protein coffee. If you are in the weight loss surgery or even just the weight loss community, you have probably heard of ketosis, keto diet, low carb, high fat, low carb diet. I have been on that kind of a low carb journey for probably 2 years now. I did, before I had weight loss surgery, I did do, like years before, South Beach diet. I never did Atkins diet. I don't know. I think that I had heard too many things. Like there was too much like saturated fats in that diet, and it wasn't healthy. And there's so much more information out there now on fats and how fats are not bad for us. Most fats aren't bad for us. Like a certain amount of animal fat and vegetable fat per day is very healthy for us. So I'm just going to say right now, I'm not an expert on ketosis or a ketogenic diet. I have just educated myself as much as possible along this way. So my understanding is that the keto diet was started I think over 20 years ago. It might have even been 30 years ago. And studies were done on patients, children, I believe, with epilepsy. And it was found that the higher fat, lower carb diet actually helped these patients lessen the symptoms, and even I think get cured in some instances from epilepsy. And from there, they've studied other diseases along, to treat along with that under the keto diet. So that's where it initiated from. I don't know if I'm sure it's probably a college somewhere. I don't have like the details. I could look them up easily. But if you're curious, just research ketogenic diet origin or studies, and you can see that there's a lot of studies, there's a lot of research on the ketogenic diet, unlike, maybe like the paleo diet or other diets like that. There's not so many studies done. And, Atkins diet is very similar to keto diet. I don't even know that there is a difference. Basically, so the ketogenic diet is when your body has you're eating very minimal carbs. The standard is typically under 20 carbs. Some people can eat more carbs and still be in ketosis, but 20 is like the mainstream amount that you'll hear when people talk about it. And your body goes into a state of your body starts going into a state of ketosis, which it produces ketones when there's some chemical things and some hormonal things that go on in your body with insulin and producing the lower sugar intake for your body. So it's having less to do as far as blood sugar spikes. And so your body goes into a state of ketosis, and you can there's ways to test for that. Some people disagree on the best way to test. I've never tested myself for ketosis, but I pretty much stay in ketosis. When you first go on the keto or any really low carb diet, your body can go into what's called keto flu, and you can feel sick, you can feel nauseated. It's your body kind of having a withdrawal from carbs. Carbohydrates, if you don't know already, are extremely addictive. Wheat especially. There's a documentary on Netflix right now, What's with Wheat, I think it's called. I just watched it the other day. Super interesting. Take a look. Wheat Belly is a great resource too, just kind of along those lines, talking about the addictive properties of wheat, of gluten, of carbohydrates. It has, like wheat especially has, and sugar have a similar effect on your brain that crack cocaine has. Also things like wheat can permeate your brain cells. Unlike other foods, it can go straight into your brain. There's been connections with those things in schizophrenia and increased mental issues. So just something, food for thought. Maybe take a look, do a little light read. Carbohydrates are very addictive, and you go through a withdrawal process. Your body, what this does is once it gets into a state of ketosis, basically your body is fat burning. It's like a fat burning machine. So because it's not getting sugars from your food, it's getting fat and protein. So keto diet is a high fat, low carb diet. So you're getting your proteins and your fats mostly as your source of food, and then vegetables, like the lower carb vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, things like that, zucchini. So your body starts burning the fat that's in your body instead of being able to use carbohydrates. So when you eat a piece of bread, you eat that bread and your body uses the bread and the sugars and the carbohydrates from the bread for energy right then and there. It's pretty easy, especially like a white bread. It's easier to digest. It's going right into your bloodstream, just like if you had eaten like a tablespoon of sugar or a couple teaspoons of sugar. So with ketosis, your body doesn't have that sugar going into it, so it can't use that for energy right away. So your body has to find another source of energy. So it's looking to burn any extra fat that's on your body, and it's gonna take that, break it down, and burn that for its energy instead of using the carbs. So when you're eating all those carbs, your body doesn't really have a ton. It's not really going to go into your fat stores. I mean, you can lose weight obviously other ways, low calorie, things like that. I see a lot of people doing lower fat diets. I highly suggest looking into this if you are kind of doing low fat. I really firmly believe low fat is not the way to go. It doesn't keep you satisfied. When you start getting out from surgery, you're going to be hungry more. That's why I love the keto diets, because you don't really suffer from hunger. And I've said this before, I do get hungry at this point, being almost 5 years out from surgery. So there's a little bit of background on keto diet. I got into it by going on obesityhelp.com, and which I love, you guys. I get nothing from, talking about them. That has been a humongous resource for me. So obesityhelp.com, the forums there, I wanted to see what other people were doing when I was in 2015 in the fall, when I kind of wanted to start losing more weight. I looked and asked people what they were doing, or I read posts, and they were doing low carb. A lot of the successful people that were at a place where I wanted to be, men and women, were doing under 20 carbs a day, around 1,200 calories, and then they don't track their fat. I don't track my fat. Keto diet is generally a high fat diet. I limit my calories to under 1,000. I've played with them a lot, and that's where I am at. I think my metabolism has changed since losing, over 120 pounds. So there's that part of that piece. But normal keto diet people, some of them don't even track their calories. Some of them just purely go on less than 20 carbs a day, and that's their diet, and that's what they do. So there's all different things that you can do. But post weight loss surgery, it is important, I think, to track your calories. If you get to a place where you can find that you don't have to, and that works for you, then please do that. I found that veterans were doing that, and I started doing it. And I remember in the past, before I had surgery, having really great success with low carb diets. I just couldn't stick to it. And so I've been doing that. It's been successful for me. I think it's very successful for a lot of people. There's a reason that you see it constantly, low carb and keto and low carb high fat, because it's working. Also, I will say this, I haven't been sick, you guys, seriously, down and out sick in a few years. And I really feel like it's part of the diet. It's part of not having those sugars to, be wreaking havoc on your body and causing candida and overproduction of yeast. That's a whole nother thing you guys can read about if you'd like. But I just feel I feel so much better. There's no mental fog anymore. I do still have some occasional cheat days, but I've realized the more consistent I am with ketosis, I was saying that I still crave sugary things, but it is less and less and less on the daily. I feel like I'm craving less sugar and less sugar. It doesn't sound appealing to me. And also when I eat it, I realize what junk it makes me feel like. I instantly just feel gross, a lot of times nauseated, a lot of times just like tired, like almost like someone put you just into like a state of fatigue after you eat it. It's just those blood sugar drops. So you don't have the blood sugar drops anymore. Tons of energy. I really rarely take a nap. If I do take a nap, it's because I didn't get enough sleep the night before, or because maybe like I had a few too many glasses of wine and my body's kind of drained. That kind of thing. You can drink on ketosis. You have to, be careful, but I drink things like, I'll have like a vodka drink, which is 0 carbs, because I'll do like soda water and lemon, or I'll do white wine, which is, most of them are like 4 carbs a glass. Those are what I stick to, or just your like clear liquors. Lots of information. I just want to share that with you guys. I think this is the most successful thing that I have found for weight loss, and I do plan on doing it for life. You can go in and out of it. You can have a vacation where you're not being super strict. I've done that, and I've come right back to doing keto, and I didn't get sick from it. So I don't know that I ever got out of ketosis when I have cheated or like been lazy about it. I pretty much can find something keto to eat for the most part. And then if you're like in an airport and it's rough, there's always like beef jerky, eggs, string cheese, like snack things. Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, it can be tricky, and I have to eat gluten-free, so it can be even extra tricky for me. I just have stomach issues with that. But so anyway, my battery's dying, guys. I want to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending. I just realized that flashing at me. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you want to hear more about it. Leave a comment below about your Disney World passion, if you have one like mine, or if you hate it. Or leave me a comment below if you're doing keto. I want to know who's on this diet with me. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, have the best day.